What's up, everybody? This is Coop-Dizzle, and thanks for joining me for my second episode of my Let's Play series. The sun's coming up on a beautiful new day, and here we are where we last left off. You can see there's my little hidey hole from the end of the episode. The only thing I changed there was I added a door pretty much. And yeah, a lot's happened since that first episode, and it's not going to look like it, but a lot has happened. So, first thing is, as you can see, I got some gold armor here. So, I didn't make this gold armor, but I got it off of a zombie that I killed at my first base attempt. So, there was a whole attempt that I was making at a base, and it just kept failing, guys. I found a spot. First of all, I wandered off about 500 blocks in that direction. Just looking for a place that would be really nice. And I thought I found a place. I thought I found the place. And it just didn't work out. Like, I set up some farms, and I set up a mine shaft. But the mine shaft was absolutely terrible. It was the most difficult mine shaft I've ever dealt with. And, I mean, I died like 5 times. I just feel like a huge noob playing with this touchpad, and I've had some problems with that, so I plan to get a mouse pretty soon. That should fix that problem. But anyway, so I just, it was taking so long to get everything set up. What's up there, piggy? Anyway, it's taking so long to get everything set up. I thought, why not come back and look around. There were some really cool mountains and things to look at, and there's probably some good places to build closer to spawn. So, and I also have a theory. Now, I can't prove this, but I have a theory that there's a lot of cool stuff usually pretty close to spawn. And so that seems to have been the case in a few other worlds that I've played in. So that's my theory, and I thought it'd be a good idea to stay close to spawn anyway. So I checked out a couple different places, and look at this. Here's one right here. This little lake area. Now, you can see those mountains just outside of, like, just where the fog comes in. If I move over a little bit, you can see them come into view. And there's our spawn. And then I just really like the backdrop here with the trees and the lake. And then you've got this big mountain over here off in the background, which is really an incredible mountain. You can kind of see it on the left side there. And you'll get a better look at that here in a second. My only problem with this location for building is this. Now, other than these trees, this is a huge plain area, so there is nothing to look at back here. And these trees, this is kind of something I started doing because I thought, well, if my big gripe about it is that there's nothing to look at, well, why not just plant some trees? So I started doing that. That's kind of where this row of trees came from. But then check this out, guys. I think I'll show you what's over there in just a second. I think this area over here is going to be where we make our starting camp, so to speak. So, let me show you this. This is really pretty, and I think this is where we're going to be building today, at least part of today. So, we've got the rivers coming through here, and then, bam, the monster mountain right over there. And I'm not going to show it in this episode, but behind this mountain, I guess the top half or so of that mountain is hollowed out. So it's really neat to go look at. It's really cool land generation. But yeah, so look at this. How's this for a spot? I mean, I think this is just really pretty to look at. We've still got some mountains in the background. We've got plenty of trees to look at. And stuff like that. So, give me just a second, and the first thing we're going to do today is I set up some ghetto farms over here, and we're going to make a little AFK house over at the ghetto farm area, and then I think after that we'll build something over here. I'm not 100% sure what yet. Maybe a storage area or a mine entrance or something, just something to help me get going. So I'm still really struggling for resources and stuff at this point. But yeah, here we go. Coming up on it right about now. Here we go, the Ghetto Farm area. So for anyone who is seeing this who hasn't really played a lot of Minecraft or you're just getting into it, right at the beginning of the game, the big thing you want to focus on is just collecting resources. Now, why isn't my touchpad working? Alright guys, sorry about that. I've been having some issues with my trackpad on my laptop here, and I don't know what the deal is, but it's made it pretty difficult to play, and especially to defend myself from mobs. And that was a big reason why it didn't work out in the old base, was because I was running into so many mobs. Usually my mine shafts are pretty safe, but not this time. So anyway, what I was saying before that happened was, when you're first starting out in the game, it's all about collecting as many resources as you can, as fast as you can. So this is what I've done here. I've got my Ghetto Farm area over here, and as you can see, I've just been working on, you know, getting some ghetto tree farms. You know, nothing fancy looking, just it's functional, you know, and I've been able to get quite a bit of wood from that so far. So in fact, I'm going to drop some in here. And what else have we got? Okay, that's good, not bad. And some pumpkins. These pumpkins are actually from my old farm. About half of what I've got is. So the farm at the failed base. In fact, before I left, I took a little screenshot, and you can't see much of the farms. I just kind of got the coordinates down in case I wanted to go back and get some of the stuff I'd already collected. But it was pretty much exactly what you're seeing right now. So, oh, there we go. So yeah, I've got my tree farm. I've got a wheat farm here, and the way I'm doing this, just to conserve some space, is I just have this one source block here, and then it goes out 4 in every direction. It's not the most time efficient thing, but I'm really just using that for the to breed cows, so it's not a big deal. I've got a ghetto sugarcane farm here, just requires 2 water source blocks. And let's see, what else? Oh yeah, of course. You already saw me breeding some cows up. I've got to rebuild that. And the chicken farm. This chicken farm is working out pretty well. I've been doing a lot of AFKing over here, and I was able to get a couple of hoppers going into this chest. And check that out, guys. That's actually going to be part of my permanent food source. I'm going to make one of those automatic chicken cookers, so that'll be good. That might be one of the things we build today. But for sure, speaking of AFKing, I really need a safe place to AFK. So this is the start of my little AFK hangout at the farm area. It's not much, and I was just going to build it off camera, but then I decided, you know, I might as well build it in today's episode. So this is the first thing that we're going to do today. Now, as you can see, I've already got the foundation down. For the porch area, I used some upside down cobblestone stairs with the oak wood logs, and then some oak wood half slabs for the flooring. And then the first layer over here is just going to be oak wood, pretty much. And wherever you see upside down stairs, that's going to be where I put windows. So, and I don't know what I'm going to do for the roof yet, but it's not meant to be anything too fancy. It's just meant to be a tiny little starter house. And yeah, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little cut, and I'm just going to build this thing up, and I'll come back when I've got some pretty good progress on it. Alright, so I got a little bit done on the house, not too much really, but you can see I put a couple more levels up. I got some doors in, I got some glass, and you know, put a couple of things on the inside. It's not much really, but like I said, it's not meant to be a whole lot, just a little starter place, you know, starter house. We got the bed, we got the crafting table, the furnaces, and we're going to add a little bit of furniture in here, like, I don't know, a couple of chairs, some tables, I don't know, just some stuff. But yeah, it's not meant to be much. I don't know what I want to do for the roof yet. Let's see, I do know one thing I could do real quick, and it's going to require some sticks. How many planks do I have left? So we'll just make us up some sticks here. Yeah, why not? We need some sticks anyway. We're gonna have to make some torches later. But anyway, yeah, we'll just do this real quick, and then I'm gonna have to come up with a solution for the roof. So yeah, here we go. Let's go add some fences and stuff over here, just to make this, I don't know, feel more like a porch area. Perfect. So yeah, it's coming along. And yeah, so let me figure out what I'm gonna do for the roof. Holy cow, that was some lag, sorry guys. But yeah, let me see what I'm gonna do for the roof, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, well, I'm back and we have a roof now. So I know this this house is looking kind of boring, but you know, it'll get better. We're gonna add some details, and you know, structure wise, I wanted to do something that wasn't gonna take a whole lot of resources, just something that would be good to get going. But here's what we've got. The ceiling is pretty high, and then check it out, we got some what are those called, skylights, or I can't remember what those are called. Skylights, I think. But anyway, yeah, just some trapdoors there. I think that works pretty well. And so yeah, and then the next thing is, oh, we got this little feature too. But anyway, so the next thing is going to be to add some stuff around it. So even though this is a really simple structure and it's just our first one to kind of get us going and give us a place to safely AFK, I mean, that's what this whole thing is going to be. It's not where I'm going to live, guys. Please understand. Whatever I build for the place that I live in and sleep in most of the time is going to be, I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be a lot cooler than this. This is where I can safely hang out and AFK while the trees grow and the crops grow, and I'm waiting to breed my cows again. And speaking of which, well, I used up some of my wheat, but can we breed you guys? Anyone? Come on. Anyone? No? Yeah, there you go. Get it on. What? Make babies. Anyway. So anyway, yeah guys, so that's the next thing. I'm going to go ahead and do another cut, and I'm just going to go around planting some trees, and I'll probably do some interior work in here as well, just to spruce up the inside a bit. I'm going to squeeze as much in here as I can, as much little detail. The only thing that I really dislike about this is how high the ceiling is. Like, I almost wish I would have just went ahead and started the ceiling there instead of starting it up here. Or, well, actually, yeah, if you look outside, because I put this layer down so I could place the stairs on the outside. And I kind of wish maybe on the inside I would have started these upside down stairs one lower. And in fact, I might go ahead and do that because, I don't know, I mean, for such a small house, it just seems like a really tall roof. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that, guys. That's really mostly an interior change. It's not going to change the outside a heck of a lot, maybe just a little bit. But I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I want to try and keep the skylights though. I think those are pretty cool. Hey, check it out. You can see, I don't know if you guys can see this in the video, but you can see the stars through here, so that's pretty cool. Anyway guys, I'm going to cut, and then I'll see you when this place is completely done. Alright guys, well, it's done. So I'm really excited to show this one to you. It's actually been a couple of days in real life since my last cut, and I had to spend some time gathering some things that I didn't have together. I spent a couple hours of game time just adding details and stuff, but yeah, check it out. It looks a lot better now. And sorry for that lag there if you caught that, but anyway, so I'm just gonna run down some of the stuff I added real quick. Check for creepers. But yeah, so let's start with this pathway. I only had a couple of materials to use, cobblestone and gravel, and I tried to make it a little worn out, you know. I went for that look, so I really do like that look, and so I added some grass in here and stuff like that. And yeah, okay, so going on, we've got some trees, and I was hoping to get the really tall trees, and I tried that little trick to grow tall trees, but it didn't really work out this time. So but anyway, they're there and they add stuff, so that's good. I got some bushes and hid some jack-o'-lanterns underneath. It's not exactly hidden, you know, but you have to do the lighting, and it is still better than torches, I think. So that's what I did. And alright, so moving on, if you go around the outside of the house, there's really not a whole lot special. It's just some haphazard flowers and things, haphazard bushes and stuff like that. So anyway, let's go. And guys, I'm sorry for the little brain farts there. I am dog tired today. I had a pretty tiring day at work, so forgive me for that, please. But anyway, so we got a little chair here. We've got the little torch holders on the outside, and I'm really pretty proud of the inside. Check this out. So you might remember this was just an empty room, pretty much. Really small space, but I feel like I was able to do a lot with it. I added some black wool for just some dividers, and we'll check out the bedroom real quick. I used hardened clay, or maybe that's black. I think that's black clay, and it doesn't look black at all, you know. I'm not used to using stained clay because I'm mostly an Xbox gamer, and so that's kind of a new building block for me, but it didn't work for the dividers. That's what I wanted, and I like the color here better with the wool, but I thought it looked good as like a dresser maybe. And so we've got the item frames with the pressure plates for handles, so those serve as the dressers. We use the same thing for the headboard with a little flower and a painting and the double bed, whatever size you call that. And I like the idea of using the fence posts for the divider on this part, just because it kind of still keeps the space open and it doesn't feel absolutely cramped as much as it is. So a couple of chairs here with the little armrest detail. I really like that one. And then here's a little tiny kitchen area, some more dressers, and a little coffee maker. I guess that's a plate, and a coffee mug. So a couple of bushes, you know. We've got the trapdoor shelves. That's a real basic kind of shelving. But again, I'm pretty low on resources, and it does add stuff. I did talk last time about the roof and how I felt like it was too tall and how I was going to change it. I didn't change the outside, but I did move the stairs down one block, and then I figured that gave me the opportunity to use this extra space for chests. So you can see I've been just collecting stuff from my farms. Well, not this chest really, but let's see, that one is some of the stuff I've been farming up, and my valuables all go in that chest. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good starter house. I mean, this would be a cool just starter house in general. Sorry about that lag there, guys, but anyway, that'd be a cool starter house in general. I might even do like a let's build or something for it. I'm considering it's simple and an original design. I'm pretty happy with it. And of course, this won't be my main place. It's really just an AFK house. Just somewhere where I can be safe from creepers and skeletons and zombies and stuff while I'm waiting for crops to grow. So the actual starter house will be off in that area that I showed you earlier, with the river and that mega mountain. So I'm real excited to start working there next episode, but this is gonna pretty much do it for this episode, guys. I'd like to try and get 2 episodes out a week, so I've got to, you know, I can't try and do too much or I won't be able to stick to that schedule. But before we leave the episode, I wanted to give you a quick tip. I really like this overgrown grass look, and originally I cleared out, I mean, that whole area looked like this because, you know, I didn't want it to get in the way of making the farms and whatnot. So I cleared all this stuff out, and then I had to add grass back in, but I didn't have any bone meal. So I haven't really seen anyone bring this up in any of the Let's Plays that I watch, but if you get some shears, you can use those on the grass and pick them up. What you end up getting is something that looks like this, and just like it says, it's grass. And I wonder if I could put this on top. No, but so you can't do the too tall grass, but you can just place it like anything else, and it'll help you get, if you want that overgrown look and you've already kind of cleared stuff out, or I don't know, if you don't have any bone meal basically and you're just starting out and you really want it, is kind of what I'm saying, because that's where I was at. I did happen to get a couple of bones, but I did all this stuff before I happened to come across a skeleton. So that's what I ended up doing. I grabbed some shears, I went and got some grass, and just started plonking it down. and it looks a little bit patchy, I guess, but it's still better, I think. So I wasn't going for a lawn here. I was going for this, the overgrown, kind of unkempt look, kind of torn down look. So anyway, guys, hey, thank you so much for watching my second episode of my Let's Play series. Feel free to check out the first episode if you haven't, like, for this little simple starter house. And holler at me in the comment section, guys. If you're watching and you watch this far, please do leave a comment, because I'd like to hear your thoughts. Like, what do you think about this as a starter house, and what do you think of the videos so far? Let me know if there's any audio problems, or if anything about the video, or anything the editing wise. If there's anything I can do to improve my videos, please let me know, because I am just getting started, and all the feedback I can get is very appreciated. So like I said, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for me. I really appreciate you watching the show, or the episode, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Should be coming out maybe Saturday or Sunday. So thanks a lot, guys. Have an awesome day. I'll see you next time.